The ground seemed to tremble beneath the feet of 50,000 fans as the crowd's cheers blended with the music, creating a powerful force. When Kendrick Lamar stepped onto the stage at MetLife Stadium on that cool May evening, surrounded by the soft hues of sunset, it felt as if he carried the legacy of a decade of hip-hop evolution, only to amplify it further. Beside him was SZA, whose tender yet powerful voice has beautifully captured the complexities of love and loss like few others. Over the next 2 hours, the Grand National Tour took the audience through a wide range of emotions and rhythms, showcasing why these two former Top Dog Entertainment artists have become the defining voices of their generation. Welcome to Celebrity Cookies, where the tea is always hot and the stories come with sprinkles of surprise. Make sure to subscribe, leave a comment with your take on the story. It all began with a silence so deep that you could hear a gum wrapper crinkle in section 113. Then, the opening notes of whacked-out murals broke the stillness. Kendrick stood alone on the gray platform, bathed in a single spotlight, relying solely on his voice. There were no dancers, no holograms, no fireworks, just him in the stadium, which he would soon command. His delivery was sharp and precise, slicing through the opening lines like a bold declaration. This is not merely a concert, it's a battleground for self-assertion. Soon, he launched into Man at the Garden, with a haunting piano melody echoing off the stadium walls as he rapped about wastelands turned into wonderlands and resilience forged in the streets of Compton. In that moment, the years of anticipation and the evolution of hip-hop were tangible. Here was a man who had not only witnessed the genre's transformations but had also played a crucial role in shaping its latest chapter. Then, with a flicker of stage lights, SZA appeared on the opposite side of the stage, accompanied by the gentle chords of Garden. Say it like that. Her voice pierced the air, sweet as honey before turning to heartbreak. With her eyes closed and head tilted back, it felt as if time had frozen. The audience, already entranced, sang along in unison, aware they were witnessing something extraordinary, an authentic, vulnerable moment from an artist who shares her emotions like precious gems. Together, Kendrick and SZA performed duets that felt both faded and remarkable. Doves in the Wind highlighted their intertwined harmonies, with the beat flowing around them like a river. All the stars soared like a constellation above, the crowd's collective voice elevating the song beyond its recorded version. And as they moved into 30 for 30 freestyle, the lyrics crackled with the electric energy of two top-tier artists engaging in a friendly competition purely out of love for their craft. Even though the set was quite simple, featuring just a central stair platform and a large black GNX truck that appeared to symbolize a portal to another realm, the production quality felt cinematic. Screens overhead showcased interludes with grainy home video footage of Kendrick running through his childhood neighborhoods in Compton, juxtaposed with SZA dancing barefoot in a sunlit field. These visuals were not just filler, they were the unifying element that framed the tour as a cross-country exploration of their lives and shared legacy. Building on this foundation, the show gained momentum with each passing moment. Here are 10 memorable highlights from the night that underscored why Kendrick Lamar and SZA have become two of the most influential artists in contemporary hip-hop and R&B. First highlight, Kendrick kicked off with Not Like Us, the diss track that shook the rap scene last year. The opening horns cut through the night, and for a moment, the lights dimmed. Everyone's gaze was fixed on the lone figure silhouetted against the screen. When he delivered the first line, the crowd erupted like a volcano. Kendrick didn't just perform the song, he embodied it, with each line hitting like a meteor. As he rapped Certified Lover Boy, Certified Pedophile, the entire stadium roared, showcasing the track's significant impact. Second highlight, SZA's surprising guitar-driven rock medley. After Kendrick's performance, the stage went dark before bursting into strobe lights as SZA and her guitarist kicked off Scorsese Baby Daddy and then F2F. The audience, expecting soulful ballads, found themselves in a different realm, one where SZA shone as a rock queen, her hair flying and knees hitting the ground as she hit soaring notes. Her seamless transition between pop, R&B, and rock demonstrated her refusal to be confined as an artist. Third highlight, the reimagined MAD City with a sweet love twist. Kendrick doesn't adhere to convention, he reinvents. The opening guitar riff from Anita Baker's classic smoothly transitioned into one of his most powerful hometown anthems. With live drums driving his verses, the contrast between the original song's sharpness and the smooth, soulful rendition emphasized the duality he consistently explores: love and hate, grace and grit. Fourth highlight, the absence of fireworks. No pyrotechnics, no confetti. Instead, the show's intensity stemmed from Kendrick's raw athleticism. From lightning-fast choreography to the 6-minute epic euphoria, every bar was delivered live, breath for breath. In a world filled with backing tracks, Kendrick's commitment to performing every syllable was a powerful statement. This is authentic hip-hop, unfiltered and relentless. Fifth moment, the first live performance of SZA's Another Life. While the letters SOS might hint at the deluxe version of her album, in that moment at MetLife, it felt like a sincere cry for connection. Her voice quivered, tears glistened in her eyes, and the audience sang along to every line as if their voices could heal their own struggles. It was one of those fragile, sacred moments in a concert, an unspoken connection between the artist and the crowd. Sixth moment, Baby Keem's surprise appearance. When the opening notes of Family Ties filled the venue and Keem rushed onto the stage with Kendrick, the energy became electric. As cousins turned collaborators, they played with the rhythm through energetic ad-libs and rapid verses, reminding everyone of the generational transitions in hip-hop. The crowd erupted, turning their familial bond into a shared celebration. Seventh moment, the visuals during the interludes. Between performances, a video played showing Kendrick and SZA enjoying themselves backstage, him begging for chamoy candy while she chased him with a bucket of popcorn. Though short, it made these stage icons feel relatable, grounding the grand spectacle in authentic friendship. These clips helped to weave the show's narrative, a road trip, an adventure through time and space, with both artists as your guides. Eighth moment, Kaytranada's surprise after-party featuring Be Your Girl. Just when it seemed the night's R&B segment was coming to a close, the beat dropped again, merging disco strings with hip-hop rhythms, and SZA transformed the stadium into a vibrant dance party. Even those there for Kendrick couldn't help but join in. Feet started tapping, hips began to sway. It highlighted SZA's talent for effortlessly blending genres and taking over the night in the best way possible. Ninth moment, the sound of the GNX car door shutting. As the last notes of Gloria faded away, Kendrick helped SZA into the passenger seat before joining her. The GNX, decorated with artificial vines and flowers, drove off as they waved to the crowd. In this fairy tale ending, the pavement of MetLife transformed into a golden pathway home, showcasing how their music could make any stadium feel intimate. 10th moment, Kendrick's farewell message. He stepped forward with a microphone and proclaimed, "Please believe this ain't no pop shit. This some rap shit tonight." These 6 words carried a strong message. In a venue designed for grand displays, he brought depth. In a culture always chasing mainstream hits, he reaffirmed that hip-hop's roots run deeper than the charts. As confetti fell like autumn leaves, the sentiment remained. Kendrick Lamar and SZA didn't just headline MetLife Stadium, they reminded everyone of hip-hop's rightful place on our biggest cultural stages. Over 2 nights, these 10 moments came together to create an extraordinary showcase of talent. They demonstrated how Kendrick Lamar elevates simplicity to greatness and how SZA embraces vulnerability. The event celebrated a legacy of diss tracks, collaborations, mixtapes, albums, conflicts, and love songs. As the final notes of Money Trees faded into the night, one undeniable truth emerged. To grasp the future of hip-hop, one must start with the Grand National Tour. This was more than a concert. It was a statement of purpose. It reminded us that true emceeing still matters, that performances can be filled with real emotion, and that venues meant for spectacle can be reclaimed by artists who speak from the heart. Kendrick Lamar and SZA delivered their finest in New Jersey, illustrating what music can become when it merges artistry with attitude, history with future. For the thousands in MetLife Stadium, this wasn't just an extraordinary night of live music, they experienced the unfolding story of hip-hop's future through the powerful bass and electric atmosphere. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this situation, so please share your opinions in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on the story.